Hello everyone. With so many competitive cars in the market, we are really confused as to whether to go for a hybrid car or a petrol car. And there are many other factors which we consider while purchasing a car, like number of people, then are we going outside city or are we driving within the city, then comfort and all such factors. Now here we will be mostly focusing on what will be the financial benefit, whether should we go for an hybrid car or a petrol or a diesel car. Now what is the financial benefit here? Now let us understand here what are the factors that are considered. Factors here considered are cost of car, then what is the loan amount, then interest on the loan, then what is the average lifetime of the car that we are estimating here. That is, if we purchase a car, what is the average lifetime that for which we will be using that particular car. Then running of a car in its average lifetime, what is the kilometers that it will be running in that average lifetime that we are considering here. Then mileage that the car gives per liter of fuel, then fuel cost, and what will be the inflation rate. Now this inflation rate we need to consider it for our average lifetime of the car which we are considering. So let's start our working here. So this is an Excel sheet. Here we have particulars, hybrid, non-hybrid and difference. Now this is the cost of hybrid car. This is 24 lakhs, and a non-hybrid same competitive car, let us assume that it is costing around 18 lakhs. So first we take a difference between your hybrid and non-hybrid car. So here in our example we will be paying around 6 lakhs more for an hybrid car. Now let us see if this is beneficial in the long term. Now mileage, if we talk about mileage, mileage of hybrid car is 22 per liter of your fuel. So hybrid car being using both your fuel as well as electric, so it is giving a mileage of average mileage of 22 per liter of your fuel. Now this mileage, we will be getting the information about mileage on various websites, as well as many people, they will be sharing their feedback on the actual usage of that particular car. So now for non-hybrid car, the mileage is 15 kilometers per liter of your fuel. Then interest calculation, this is something which depends on the amount of loan that has been taken and other factors. So this interest calculation, I'll just highlight it here, we will consider it separately. Then average running is next 15 years. Now this 15 years is the average lifetime which I have assumed that this particular car I'll be using it for a 15 years, both hybrid and non-hybrid. So average running in next 15 years, I have considered it as 1,50,000 kilometers. Now this may change as per your usage of the car. Now one way to estimate this is, like, if you are using a car, currently if you are using a car, you may calculate what is the total running of the car in how many years, and accordingly we can calculate this for 15 years. For example, the current car is 10 years old and its average running till date is 1,20,000 kilometers. Then accordingly we can calculate it, what will be the average running for 15 years. Okay, so it will be what, 1,20,000 divided by 10 years into 15 years, and if this comes to 1,80,000. So it depends on case to case basis. So I have considered 1,50,000 here. Then fuel required in liters. Now this fuel required in liters is average running in next 15 years, that is 1,50,000 divided by mileage. So that gives me 6818 liters of fuel is required in case of hybrid. In case of non-hybrid, for the same average running, that is 1,50,000 kilometers, divide by mileage is 15, so we get 10,000 liters. Now average petrol cost or fuel cost per liter for 15 years. Now here how do we consider it? Now the current, say this is year 1, and current fuel cost is say 102 rupees. This is the current fuel cost. Now let us estimate an inflation of 7% every year. Okay, this rate may change. It may depend on various countries. Okay, whatever is the inflation we can consider here. So now here in year 2 the petrol cost will be, it was 102 into 100 plus 7 divided by 100. So it will be 109.14 in year 2. So before calculating for year 3, let me make this constant. And how do you make this constant? You need to press F4 key. So that value G12 becomes constant. So it will use that same inflation rate for all the years. Now year 3, it will be 107% of 109, so it will be 116, and accordingly we can calculate this for all the 15 years. So this is the cost of fuel. So now what we will be doing is average petrol cost per liter for 15 years. So here what we will be considering is, we will be considering average. So we will use the average formula. So it will automatically calculate the average. Same for this. So it will calculate what is the average cost for 15 years. Now total fuel cost will be our fuel required in liters multiplied by average cost for 15 years. So that comes to 11,65,000 for hybrid, and for non-hybrid it comes to 17,08,000. Now let us take the difference, the petrol, the saving in the petrol for this hybrid versus non-hybrid. So now if we see, the saving here is in the petrol is 5,43,701, and the cost difference is 6 lakh. That is, we are paying 6 lakh more for the hybrid. So if we see the net difference for 1,15,000 kilometers, if we consider all these factors of inflation rate of 7%, still we can see that the non-hybrid vehicle is more beneficial. Okay, and accordingly we can change the kilometers here. Let's take it as 1,80,000 instead of, so if we increase the kilometers, we can see that the benefit received in saving the fuel cost here, that is 6,52,441, it's more than the cost that we are paying it here, that is 6 lakh. So it comes to 52,441. So in this case the hybrid is more beneficial. Similarly, we can just change the inflation rate here. Let's take it as 8%. So if the inflation changes, then obviously our savings in the fuel cost will be more if we are using the hybrid one, and so it will be more beneficial. So accordingly we can use this sheet and make our analysis and calculation now. So this was about how to we analyze whether to purchase a hybrid or a non-hybrid vehicle. Thank you.